Everybody ready?
Are there many people over there, or didn't you come?
You know what we can do? I just checked. We can drive the car right to the back of our house, right at the shore.
You gonna find any fish there?
You don't think so?
You don't think there's any fish there?
We saw a couple jump.
What's that?
At his house, he says.
You can pull the car for Franny. We can have the car right on the edge of the lake, right in the backyard.
We drive right down to the ramp, right down to the bottom there.
We can try it there. If we don't catch any, we move.
All right, well, let's do the ramp first.
All right.
You guys
And then-
feel better than us.
Oh, we have to take to that. Can you get out?
What are you gonna use for bait, Matt?
Marshmallow and corn, I guess.
Marshmallows and corn?
Sometimes I go out, put my waders on and go out there and just throw it out in front of me. Then cast with no sinker. I think the wind is a little strong.
Max says he's using marshmallows and corn for bait. All those fancy, all that fancy equipment that you sell.
Oh, I caught him with some power bait yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the day before, not yesterday. Catch anything. Can't expect to catch them every day.
If you did, then you get sick of it. That's the challenge. You'll be able to cast that out there far enough?
Christ, yeah, to throw it across the pond. Don't need to throw very far. Right there, right in.
Oh yeah?
Just off the edge of that black water, right in
Yeah,
the point.
yeah.
Right there.
There's a big drop off over here.
Yeah,
I was-
and over in there the same
I
way.
used to scuba dive over here.
Yeah.
Drop right down.
Yeah.
You got your marshmallows? What do you wait for?
The fish will wait. The fish are in no hurry to be caught. They'll wait for you.
Yeah, but they might get tired of waiting. When they get fed of it.
Well, if we don't catch any fish, we can always toast marshmallows.
Eat the marshmallow.
They'll blame you.
What with Jonah? Father, what's the matter with you? Just open up the man here. Then we told his son what a Jonah meant. Jonah is someone who brings bad luck to everybody. I guess. Oops, wasted it. He's going down there. I thought. Going over there on the ramp.
Benny, you using corn?
What?
You using corn?
I got everything on me. everything but the
Mortgage
top.
for?
Put the power bank, corn, and the marshmallow. Didn't put no chandeliers on it. That's enough, ain't it? If they're invited.
Well, you're offering him a smorgasbord.
Yeah. Eat him anything you want. Kid will come down with a white marshmallow and throw it out there. Catch fish right here. Can't win no more. Try it. Try it.
Every time. You might try something else, clean it out that way.
You gonna walk them like the shore, are you?
Huh?
You gonna walk them like the shore?
Tighter. Oh, that's a keeper?
Well, he hooked it way down deep. I guess he has to keep it. Probably see the blood.
If we eat them, only way to do is cut the hook off. Then they don't always work.
No, it's rainbow.
Down to put together one of them. What color now?
So, Franny Higgins. Were you? I don't know. Were you born here in Orleans?
Yeah, there's one right down the road, right down here.
Which street?
On the little lower road there, that the White House right there. Goes down the lower road there, right?
Oh, right, the road, Brewster Crossroads?
Yeah.
Which one?
The first one right there.
On the right-hand side overlooking Bowen's Pond?
Yep.
Oh.
The own part of Bowen's Pond. I went into Bowen's Pond.
How long ago, when were you born? How long ago was that?
Born in 1920.
So you spent most of your life in Orleans?
Mm-hmm. The only one time I was away from there very long was when I went in the service.
Were you in the Navy?
No, in the Coast Guard
Ah,
for about 4 or 5 years.
yeah. Was the school in the town hall building when you were going to school?
School in the town hall building.
You know where the town hall is now?
That was a grade school across the street. High school across the road.
Oh, yeah.
Up where the Legion Hall is.
Yeah. What happened to that school? I have an old postcard of that. Did it?
Torn
down?
Yeah, torn down, yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
right where the Legion Hall is now.
Yep, mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do you remember any of the characters that you went to school with back then? That would have been in the 30s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember any of the...
Principal Herb Stewart.
What was his name?
Herb Stewart,
Herb Stewart?
yeah. Yeah, well, most all the teachers are gone now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember any of the kids? Did Doris McDermott go to school then? Do you know Doris?
No, oh, she's a lot older than I am.
Yeah, she's older.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a lot older than I am.
Hmm. So you graduated. What kind of work did you do back in the?
Oh hell, I was done most anything,
Yeah.
and ended up we got through school. And as soon as I went up to the bay and went co-organ and stuff, and fooled around, went co-organ, bull raking and stuff there.
Yeah.
Then it got so they weren't worth nothing, so I threw the bull rake in the bushes and quit. Then I went carpentering and went work for old man Johnson.
That's Dell Johnson Sr.?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came down here, I guess.
Yeah, right after he
30s.
moved them houses and stuff down over Brewster there, over by Dome Store, them big houses there. Old man Johnson brought them down.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Then he started last long. Well, over here, a lot of stuff across the cove over there, by Easter's Landing and stuff there. Small houses and things he had over there. That's where David lived, and a lot of them lived in his little houses he had over there.
Oh, yeah? That was the Ruggles Farm area, too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that entire Gibson Road area, was that all mostly farmland then? No trees?
Yeah, that was all pasture.
Yeah.
Yeah, all cows and things, they had pasture there.
Hmm.
About the same thing, Freemy Snow down below, the same thing. That was all pasture too.
And that was a working operating farm?
No, I don't know.
Freeman
No,
Road?
not in my time it wasn't. But they had cows and things there.
Yeah. And you're talking about that house where little Jesus lived?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you know little Jesus?
Yeah, he used to come in, set up the back of the classroom and listen to the kids and things. He'd come once a week or so, he'd come to school and...
You'd like monitor the classroom type of thing?
Yeah.
What for? I mean, what?
Oh, just like to do it, I guess. The old guy, he'd come in there and sit back with the class there and listen to everything that went on. Oh, yeah, once a week, I guess, it was more than this.
That's interesting. I was cleaning out his house a few years ago, helping somebody clean out the house because they sold it. That old house right on Freeman's Lane.
The one, was it the one before you go through the gate, that one there?
Yep.
That's
Right on the left, that square house.
Yeah. Well, the big barn is gone. That was a heck of a big barn there.
Yeah, I heard about that. You just see some of the remnants of the foundation.
Yeah.
And so there were a lot of old journals and things there. And one of them was about a listing of kids in the classroom. And this is interesting, you mentioned that we started talking about this because I looked in this journal and it had all these kids' names, and after it would have Whisperer, check after their name, talking in class, and other checks. And there was in this book, there were about 5 different Higginses.
Yeah.
With little, and it said Whisperers. That's what got me, whispering in class.
Well, that's what he must have been there for. He was taking down this stuff when he went home.
He wrote it all down.
He wrote it all down. Yeah.
What the hell did he do with it?
I don't know. He just something for him to do, I suppose. The old fella.
Was he a minister at a church, or did he have a church?
No, he was a churchgoer, all right. He's the one that used to separate his roosters from the hens on Sunday, wasn't he?
What?
He's
What?
he's the guy that used to separate his roosters from the hens on Sunday. Don't you remember? Oh, hell yeah, he used to separate the roosters from the hens.
What? Why?
Well, just because it was a holiday, Sunday, Lord's Day.
Yeah, and he didn't want the roosters with the hens on the Lord's Day?
No. Yep, he separated the hens from the roosters on Sunday.
Get back.
Yeah.
Did you know H.K. Cummings,
Oh, sure.
Franny?
Oh, yeah, sure.
What did he had a clothing store in the Landho building?
Yeah, he owned the whole block, the whole thing, and he had a clothing store there. And of course, I guess that was the bank too, and everything. He had at one time.
Oh yeah, they used to come in and change money and stuff.
Yeah, he had a place in there. And the telephone office is in there too.
Yeah, Doris McDermott told me she was a telephone operator there.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Doris if it was really true in the old days. You know, you'd have to go do everything through the telephone operator. You'd call up and the operator would answer. And I asked Doris if it was true that they really listened in on everybody's phone calls. She said, of course we did. She said we knew what everybody was doing, who was making money, who was losing money, who was happy, who was sad,
God, yeah.
who was with who,
Yeah, you're right.
who was with whom.
Yeah, when and where.
You did a lot of hunting and trapping. Did you ever trap with Mac?
No, I never trapped with Mac. We all done our own trapping.
Independently.
Yeah. Everybody went about their own business. But Mac trapped a long time before I did around.
Yeah.
Cause I started when I was a kid going to school and that stuff, but
Yeah.
nothing big at all, you know.
So was there somebody in town here that would, you would get skunks and fox and muskrats? You must have gotten plenty of
Oh, we had a
muskrats.
fella come down from up above most of the time and bought the stuff. Call me, huh?
How much did you used to get for muskrat pellets? Remember?
Well, he done damn well if he got $1. Most of them was 80, 90 cents.
Was this a good area for muskrat?
Well, it used to be. We used to have pretty damn good muskrat, but now I don't
There's a
think
few.
there's much around.
There's a few in the cranberry box. So you started working with old Del Johnson, and
Yeah.
what buildings did you work on with him?
Oh, Jesus. Well, I worked on what's the name up here? The motel up on.
The old tavern motel?
No, I done that, David. Old man Delwood, the only motel he built was up there at Skakit Beach.
Oh yeah.
The rest of them was all Delly and David.
Now that old tavern motel, you did that with Dave Johnson. Then.
Dave Johnson. Yeah.
You know, there used to be a place in this town way, way back, probably before your time, called Higgins Tavern.
Yeah. That belonged to my father.
That belonged to your father?
He did one time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Well, Fred Pierce was the last one to have it. He had a hardware store there. Then,
Where was it located?
well, right across from where the old tavern is now, right across the street.
So where Joe
And on
Putnam
this
is?
side where Mert Gill's gas station, that used to be George Kinnear's garage, and that's where the stagecoaches used to come in there.
That's what I remember reading about. They'd come right up 6A all the way. They'd stop at
Yeah,
the Tavern and Sandwich there. What was the name of the Tavern and
the
Sandwich?
other one, yeah, I don't know what the name of that one, but oh,
And they stop all along at these different places.
yeah,
So it was Higgins Tavern, and
yeah.
when did that cease to exist? Do you know?
I don't know the dates on it.
I know, but I mean, how many years ago was it? In the 20s?
Oh, it had to be
30s?
before that. It had to be before that.
It was before 1920, you think, that it stopped.
Well, that stuff, any of that stagecoach business, all that stuff stopped. But then it was they had a last thing they had a bar room and a liquor store there. Not a liquor store, but a sold liquor and things in there. And guys got drunk and burnt the damn thing down.
Oh, yeah?
That's the end of it.
Now, what was the name of that place? Because I think it had an odd name to it.
Aquinon Club.
Yes. That's right.
It had a downstairs, and then it had upstairs, and it had rooms, a pile of rooms upstairs. It was quite a big place. And the boys and everybody, we had a wrestling thing up there, and boxing, and rings up in the ceiling. Everything. We had everything upstairs. You know.
Wow.
It was quite a place.
So it burned down, though.
Yeah. Tavern Motel was part of it. It was moved across the street, was taken off the inn there. Charlie Dunham's big house where the other eating place was there, that's part of it too. They took that across, moved it across the street.
Mm-hmm.
It all come from that big end. Everything around there come from there.
So then you got working with Dave Johnson and Del Johnson.
Yeah, we got to doing everything. We took down the Eagle Wing, and we restored that up on Monument Road and put it up. That's Dave's yellow house on the square one on the hill.
Yeah.
That was the Eagle Wing. And the hotel, it used to be down here right across from the...
Where the post office is now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Now, they tell me there used to be a hill there.
Oh, that was a high hill there. Yeah.
What happened to the hill? They just leveled it?
Yep, leveled it all out.
And you must have worked on Ellis's Market.
Oh, yeah.
Now it
yeah,
used to be the
yeah,
A&P.
Yeah. We built it. It was for the A&B when we built it.
Yep.
Yep.
And then you worked on the old land hoe building.
Yep, done all that. And I worked on all the motels, every one of them, everywhere.
The Governor Prince Motel.
Yeah, that's one of the first ones we built for Delhi, the Governor Prince up here.
Yeah.
Then you went from there to Truro and built another one down there.
The Governor Prince and Truro, which
Yeah.
became the Outer Reach.
Yep.
And a lot of houses, a lot of
Oh yes, houses everywhere.
all those houses along Monument Road.
Yep. Yep.
I heard a couple of funny stories that from my father-in-law, from Del Johnson.
Hmm.
There was one when you were working on that Governor Prince Motel here in Orleans.
Yeah.
Something about you were out back digging a cesspool or something.
Yeah.
What?
The cesspool, all right.
What happened there?
Well, he had a cesspool. We was gonna have to put another one alongside of it because it wasn't working very good. So we was gonna put another one there. So we got the hole all dug and got it all laid up and everything there. And
You were down in the bottom of the
I
hole?
was down in the hole in the bottom there, and that goddamn Bob Young had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And we went in and flushed the toilet. And when he did, the whole cesspool come from one end to the other, filled it right in the hole. And there I was down in the hole, no ladder, no nothing. All I had is a long-handled shovel, so I was up on top of that. I don't know how the hell I got up there, but I was there on top of that shovel. And I could see Deli and things laughing, so he couldn't help me. Nobody could help me. They got to laughing, so.
They're all laid out on the ground laughing.
Laughing, oh, good God. I never heard the last of that.
And you were screaming for dear life.
Yes, I sure was.
So what happened? So you're trying to do a ballet on top of the end of the shovel.
Yeah. They said, finally, somebody got me a ladder and got me the heck up out of there.
Oh my God.
Oh, boy. That was
Then what happened? Then you had to go and take a little shower, I guess.
I got out and went home.
They were still laughing.
Oh, God. No more of that baloney.
God, that was 25 years ago. They're still laughing.
Yeah, all you had to do is mention it. Somebody, oh, God. They laugh all right. No.
And then you guys built the Salt Pond Motel in Eastham on the Salt Pond there, right on
Yeah.
the 6. That they took down now.
Yeah, we lost the deck on that one night. There was one of them big whirlwinds come up right up the creek that comes in there. You know, the channel creek comes up into the pond. Yeah. It picked up that big deck, quite a little, about 280 feet long. Picked it right up and took it way out into the field up by the road, smashed it all to pieces.
The whole second floor deck?
The whole thing. It took the whole thing out of it. So all we do was salvage that, take it all apart, and put it back together again, put it back on there, what we could save of it.
Yeah. I heard that's where you had your first flying lesson, was up on that second deck.
Yeah.
What was the, tell me about that one.
Oh, we had some of that, it was I guess it was 4 by 12 or 4 by 14 sheets of homosoap. We're putting it on it goes on the ceiling before we put the roof on there, you know, and things.
Yeah.
A good gust of wind come up that same thing up through there and picked me and the whole thing up off the deck and took me way out to the road and set me down in the parking lot. Oh, boy. I thought I was a goner. I never even got a scratch, nothing. Never hurt me a bit.
Well, Del Johnson told me the last thing he saw was hanging onto this 4 by 12 sheet of homosoap, legs kicking like crazy underneath, and the wind took him off the upper deck and sailed him out there just as pretty as could be.
You couldn't do it if you wanted to, sit you out there like that. Boy, you know more like that.
And then you had a nice soft landing?
Yep, landed just as easy, nice, just put me down the ground like that. Oh, God.
You didn't know you were on a glider.
No, I thought I was. Oh, I felt like I was.
So a flying lesson.
Yep.
That happened to you down at the church you were building too in Yarmouth.
Over in Yarmouth, church done the same thing. Took me off the roof, but that was a big sheet of plywood.
Same thing, you were carrying it up over your head?
Yep, took me off the roof, everything, right out into the parking lot. Boom.
Just had that nice cranberry bog down by where Stop and Shop is now. That was a beautiful cranberry bog. I've got old postcards of that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Now the Stop and Shop and Bradley Shopping Center down there used to be a beautiful cranberry bog.
Oh, it was.
Oh, we
Yeah.
all set traps and everything else in there.
Oh, yeah?
Good God, yes, we could. Yes, yes, all through there.
Now the only one setting traps is Stop and Shop. Waiting for the customers to come in.
Yeah. Cause I don't think there's anybody around here that sets a trap anymore, is there, Mac?
Nah.
I don't think anybody sets traps.
Yeah, Paul did. He caught some mice.
Oh, Christ.
Two mice.
Mouse traps. Ha ha.
Well, I don't know where mice are at.
Mice are right.
All right, that was great. Thank you. You're the one who got all the fish when we went fishing in Crystal Lake that day.
Yeah.
Oh, here they are.
She's the one that catches the fish most of the time. Right.
Yeah, she's famous.
She's some lucky fish.
Did you know that, Patricia?
Some of the stories are pretty.
You're famous around town amongst the fishermen here.
They are.
Best pond fisherman in the Lower Cape.
Who
You got
makes
the
it?
genes.
Black bear.
But I think that's safe to say that you're the kind of the manager here now, aren't you? I mean, Mac would be the chairman of the board. You'd be the general manager. And Franny would be the
Be nothing.
vice president. Director of Public Relations.
Yeah.
That's Franny's job.
Okay.
Well, it takes the customers to have a store, not
right.
just somebody in it.
That's right. Well, you've got plenty of those because you've run a nice operation here over the years. How long have you been working in the store since you were a kid? Have you been around the store? You know, you pretty much.
Well, about 22 years ago.
That's when you started.
Well, I was in and out then.
Yeah.
When Mother passed away, I stayed right with Dad.
Uh huh. Did your mother? That was Beulah. Did she used to work here too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. What time do you open in the morning here? Do you have regular hours?
About 8.
8 o'clock. It's kind of late for fishermen, isn't it?
Well, it could be, but if you come here at 6, they probably want you here at 4.
That's true. I never thought of it that way.
Can I stand to get you out of bed or anything else?
If you got here at 4, they'd say, "Why weren't you here at 2:30?" It goes on and on.
Well, I guess I used to get Mother and Dad out of bed, but
Wow.
I live a ways from here, so.
So you run the store, and it seems to me that every afternoon about 1 o'clock or so, then you kind of, if it's nice conditions, you lock up and go fishing, right?
Well, in the spring and the fall, but in the summer I'm here usually 10 hours.
You are.
Yeah. Well, I might go off for the mail or something like that, but
Yeah.
Dad's usually here then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got
watched-
bills to pay, and
Yeah. Yeah, I remember one time here last year, you were out cleaning fish with a couple of people that you took fishing.
well, they
Cleaning
took me
bluefish.
fishing. They took me fishing.
Oh, they took you. Okay.
Yeah.
And Mac was handling the register just fine. He was in here selling bait, just like the old days.
Oh, that new register.
Yeah, can he operate that?
Dad, can you operate the new register?
You wouldn't give a damn if it never was there. I think you'd rather have a cigar box there, that's it.
He rang up $5,000 one order.
All right, then. Tell me some fishing stories, you know. The biggest one,
The
the
biggest
craziest
one.
thing you caught, whatever.
Down to the beach catching sand.
Down on, what, catching sand eels?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We went out catch sand eels one day.
With a net?
No, with one of these
rakes.
rakes you use.
Sandy rake you can-
And it was
Oh, I haven't seen those.
a what, 10-foot one off of side of a boat.
Yeah.
Then I caught a few, and we went in further into the town cove, and we used some sea worms. We drifted sea worms. Caught some bass. And the tide got lower, so we were headed in. And I said, well, we got these nice sand eels. We might as well use them. He says, I ain't gonna catch anything. I said, I aren't, huh? So I got out of the boat. I beached the boat and got out of the boat, took a cast, and before he could get in the water, I says, I got one. He says, you got the bottom. I said, the bottom, Don.
The what?
Look at that fish way out there.
I said, that ain't your fish.
He said, that ain't your fish way out there. I said, it certainly is. You wait. I reeled and reeled. And then come, oh, it was over 30-pounder. I don't think it was a 37-pounder.
Yeah, could have been. Big
Wow.
Could have been. I got 2 37.5, but that's the biggest I ever got. I never
Sand
fished with
eels are
eels
about
much.
that long, right?
No, some of them are longer than that. They run this long. Most of them are about like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't gonna fish.
And then one of the local fishermen there, he fishes there all the time. He saw me catch that fish and he was going to sue us.
No.
That was his fish.
Oh, is that right?
I'm not saying who his name was.
You know who it was.
It wasn't serious.
Oh yes, he was going to take the store from us and all.
What?
Yeah,
He really threatened
Oh,
us.
he was some man, that boy. He was some
He even
man.
threatened Dad on that.
For catching a fish in his territory?
Yeah, that's his fish.
What is he, crazy?
Well, I think so. I never thought much of him anyhow.
Do you go fishing off the beach in the summer, you know, for bass? Do you do much of that? Or mostly the ponds?
She don't know.
Most of the ponds now,
And
because
what
I
po-
don't go alone.
Yeah.
And Dad and Fran, they don't go down the beach anymore. We go out in the boat fishing for flounder now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And down to Salt Pond,
Yeah.
right off the parking lot.
Yeah.
And we get about 5-pound flounders some years.
In the spring?
Nice.
Yeah, and no, those are in the fall mainly. Spring, they're poorer fish. They've already spawned.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
thick when they come out of the mud. They're thin.
Mm.
Don't weigh nothing.
And one year, I didn't have any coat at all except my fur coat, so I went freshwater fishing with my black fur coat, and they called me the bear.
The black bears, yeah, boy, you might as well go home. She comes in, catches them all. You ain't gonna get nothing. You ain't gonna, and you did. Those guys who was fishing at Crystal Lake that day we went in there. All been fishing there all morning, never had a bite or nothing. First cast.
This fall, we went fishing to Aries, and we were fishing for these snapper blues. And you fish with a bobber and a minnow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I threw out and I lost my bobber, and when I lost my bobber, the minnow hit the water. And the fish grabbed it. I said, well, why do we need the bobber? So I started using just the fish, just
Yeah.
casting fish with no weight.
Yeah.
And you catch these snappers
Nice
one after
snapper.
another. And all of a sudden you see the great big gush of fish, and you cast out there with that little teeny chub, no bigger than that, and here's a 5-pound blue catches it.
Wow.
So from then on, I started fishing down to River Road off the bridge, off the dock,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd see a great big gush of fish and catch a 5-pound blue. And then I started catching stripers. I caught 2 stripers. Oh, they could have
Schoolies?
been, about 12 inches long or 18. And one guy come running down the dock, you can't keep it, you can't keep it. And I said, I know that. So I threw the 2 of them back. But I never heard of catching the fish with just the little chubs. But
Yeah. I saw a Mac down at the end of River Road maybe last spring. He was catching mackerel off that dock on River Road.
River Road mackerel?
Little tinker mackerel.
Well,
Down the end of River Road on the dock there, Mac?
I know.
that's the catching mackerel.
I don't remember catching mackerel there.
Yeah, we caught them down the mill pond.
Maybe that wasn't, I'm trying to think, maybe that wasn't Mac.
And up to Lonnie's Pond, they caught them there.
We were fishing for the snapper blues there at the mill dam, and we used a little cast master to cast that out. And if we let it drop a little, we'd get the mackerel. If it was just on the top, the snapper blues would take it. So the mackerel were underneath the snapper blues.
Mm-hmm.
We went fishing years ago with a guy from Ohio down to Nauset Beach. And the guy threw his rod out and set it there and went back to his car. And he got a fish on and took rod and reel and all. So about 20 minutes later, I'm casting out there, I get a fish on. I start pulling. Well, it got a little heavy, so my husband grabbed a hold of, no, when halfway in, there's another line come on. So he grabbed a hold of that line, got pulling. Got his pole and reel and a fish back, and I had a fish on mine. Oh.
Dick,
How you doing?
how you doing?
Super.
You missed all the stories. We're just
hey,
wrapping
I've
up
heard
here.
them all. They're big lies, you know. I put some lasagna in your refrigerator.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, you saw it, all right. So, boy, did I make a mistake the other day with Franny.
What's that?
I thought you and Mac grew up together.
You might as well have.
I did. I thought the two of them about the same age. Oh, did I catch hell?
For who, Franny or
For
Dick?
Franny. Oh.
Franny's just a kid.
Right, straight back, yeah, back around here.
I found out that Franny and I are about the same age. Holy mackerel. Did I put my foot in my mouth? That was terrible.
Franny just told me he's going to go out and get a jogging suit this spring. He's going to start running, get back into shape.
Well, I'll be right there with them.
Mac, this fellow's one of the regulars here, isn't he, Dick?
Yeah.
Daddy
I haven't been here long enough to get my own chair, though.
Well, you got to have come here about 35 years ago to get a
Is
chair.
that right? No, Max got my chair upstairs.
I don't think there's going to be any openings for a while either for a chair.
This is a great place. If you want to know something about fishing, this is the place to come. That's all there is to it. They may give you a wrong steer, but I've
But
learned,
they'll always give you the right bait.
oh yeah, I've learned more about fishing in 2 years than I knew all my previous years.